Hi, beautiful, happy people. So, I started taking a stand up comedy class. It's called Five for Five, something like that. It's teaching you how to do or how to write a 5 minute set for stand up. So, our first homework was to pick a famous comedian and, like, I guess carve out like a 1 to 1.5 minute piece of one of their gigs or one of their sets and make it our own or whatever, and just memorize it and then recite it, or do it, perform it rather, in class on Monday. So I have so many comics that I absolutely adore. I thought I would pick either Kevin Hart, the obvious, or I do love Dave Chappelle, but his style is unique to himself, and I don't think I could do it justice. And then I realized I probably can't do Kevin Hart justice either, because his jokes are not even jokes, they're just like stories that he says from the heart kind of thing, and then he just somehow makes them his own and makes them funny. And I think that's what makes a real comic like real good. So I'm starting to realize that, and I'm starting to realize that even though I have little quirky jokes in my sets, I gotta develop them. And it's tricky because at first, when I first started writing jokes, they were like really long and they didn't end for a long time, and I thought they were funny but they weren't. Maybe it was the delivery or maybe it was the actual story itself, but I'm coming back to the thought or the idea that, yeah, that like small little stories of things that actually happen to you in your own life, are, and especially if they're relatable, especially if they're things that happen in your life that has happened to other people, that they could like be like, oh my god, yes, that's happened to me. So, or even if it hasn't happened to them, like something that they could relate to in some sort of way. So anyways, so then I wanted to do Wanda Sykes, and I wanted to do oh god, I forgot her name. Garb is her last name. She's from India. There's another Indian lady that I love. I'm really bad with names. And then the classics are Robin Williams and Eddie Murphy, and just like the real big guys. Anyway, so I decided to do Angela Johnson because she has a few bits that I really like, and she has one about my favorite store, TJ Maxx. So, and she calls it Maxinista. That's the name of the little, um, of that little set that she does. And it's funny. Well, I can only pick like a minute and a half of it because it's really long, or longer than that. And I was deciding whether or not, there's this bit that she talks about how TJ Maxx sells you stuff like really, really cheap. And even though it's like original price was like $30, let's say makeup, and then, you get it for $3.99 and stuff. She's like, it's probably like 7 years old, this makeup, but it's Urban Decay for $3.99. So yeah, I'm getting it. Although it's probably already been decayed. She's like, it's almost like TJ Maxx is saying, here, you throw it out. So I think that's hysterical. But then there's also this other part that I find just as funny, and it's when she first moved to Nashville, Tennessee, which is, I believe, where she's residing now. And there's that she goes on and on about the Southern hospitality there, and how she was again at TJ Maxx, and the ladies there were just so funny and helpful and whatever. And she was just like, oh my god, like I don't know if I have the strength to live here and be that friendly and that kind and all that stuff. So I think I'm gonna stick with that one. I think it's a little bit easier maybe for me to memorize as well, because anything shopping it's easy for me to memorize. So yeah, so I have to recite that in 2 days. So I think what I'm gonna do is come on here and like practice it with you guys, or just whatever, upload it here, and see if I get any comments. Maybe not. I think I have like 3 followers who may or may not even get around to it. So if you're one of my few followers and you want to see it and help me out and give me pointers or just whatever, I'll be grateful for that. And so thanks for tuning in, those of you that did. I appreciate all 3 of you, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.